So today we're going to be talking about peel and stick wallpaper. Please tell the viewers, how do you feel about peel and stick wallpaper? Should we do bird wallpaper? Like, what's your fave? Action. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today we are going to be talking all about peel and stick wallpaper, aka one of the great loves of my life. I have been working on filming my mini rental reno series where I make over my apartment room to room. That is launching very soon, but today we are going to be turning this closet, yes, a closet, into my home office. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make a beautiful statement wall in this closet with some peel and stick wallpaper, and thought that this would be a great chance to show you guys at home how to install it. So you guys are probably familiar with the traditional wallpaper. You use paste, you use an X-Acto knife. I have never attempted this kind of wallpaper because it just scares me, and like when paste is involved, I'm like, I can't do it. So peel and stick wallpaper is basically an upgrade. It comes as a giant sticker in a wallpaper panel. You stick it on your wall, and the most amazing thing is that it's renter friendly. It easily comes off, it doesn't damage your walls. It's a pretty affordable way to create an accent wall in your home without paint, without mess. Painting is super accessible, it's super easy, but sometimes you just don't want to go and buy all the paint supplies. Sometimes you're like, no, just send me a giant sticker that I can put on my wall. I also think it adds a little bit of dimension, some texture. It just like adds a really interesting accent wall to your home. People are generally scared of wallpaper. I feel like my mom, she's like, oh, I hate wallpaper, because she associates it with like her childhood and like florals. I feel like people just associate it with like wallpaper horror stories, but this is different because it's removable. And honestly, if you hate it, you can just pull it right down. There are so many cool companies that are producing like these beautiful art pieces for your wall. I'm gonna leave some links down below to my favorite peel and stick retailers, just so you guys can browse and see what's out there. You can also go with decals, which are just like little stickers, way easier to put up than like the wallpaper panels. And they're such a great upgrade for things like cupboards, or if you just want an accent wall and don't want to go to the trouble of putting up full panels of wallpaper. But if you do, I'm here to show you how. So the things you will need in order to install your peel and stick wallpaper. 1, you will need a stool. 2, you will need a squeegee. 3, you will need your wallpaper. And 4, you'll need a friend. Do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not try and hang peel and stick wallpaper by yourself. It probably will end in tears. It'll probably end up in like a damaged piece of wallpaper. Just do not attempt it. The first thing you wanna do is, with your pal, you wanna make sure that the panel fits your wall. There are many companies that actually make custom sizes for you. So I got mine on Etsy. I messaged the seller and I said, hey, can you make it in this size, this height, by this width? She was like, sure. And so this panel fit exactly to the size of my wall, which makes it way simpler than trying to like cut it. And once you bring in an X-Acto knife or scissors, it's just like, it's not a good time. So look for those shops that have custom sizes. This will help you so much in the long run. So the first thing we're doing is just lining it up, seeing how it fits, unrolling our paper, getting the pattern straight. I like to start right at the top. So putting the corner into the corner of the wall, laying it out flat. One person holds the bottom, one person holds the top, just to get it in place. Once you have your panel pretty much situated where you want it, you want to start to peel the back off. So this is where the kind of fun technique comes in. So one person kind of smoothing it down, and then the other person is slowly pulling the backing off the wallpaper as you go down and smooth it out. So I used a squeegee. I find that this is just way easier than using your hands or a card. The squeegee's soft, it's gonna get all those air bubbles. And really, like, the key thing is to go really slow here. You don't wanna take the backing off all at once. You wanna do it in like sections. Another disclosure, we've probably made this look really easy. It is generally easy, but it's also really finicky. So when you guys are attempting this at home, don't get discouraged, just keep going, and I promise you, you will have a beautiful statement wall like the one behind me. halfway through, we were like, this is not working. The sides were going like way over into the corner. It just was like bubbling. It was just not good. So we just gently removed the wallpaper from the wall. You can do this a few times and it will still stick. It won't lose its stickiness. If you do it like 10 times in a row, it probably won't be very sticky when you actually finally stick it on. But you are allowed to peel it back a couple times and just start over, which is what we did. It's like totally trial and error, and you just gotta keep going with it. So when you've got your first panel up, it's now time to install the second panel. I just lined it up so that the two edges were side by side, and this panel is easier. Once you do the first one, it's like the second one is easier-ish. Easier-ish. I find it was helpful too to have one person hold the paper and then step back and just make sure the whole thing isn't like lopsided, but it looks pretty straight. Again, same technique. You want to line it up at the top, line it up with your first panel, slowly remove the backing, squeegee it down, then you have a beautiful accent wall. I say and then you have, like it took us 10 minutes. It took us about probably 45 minutes, but that's because I'm a perfectionist. I was like, no, rip it up, we gotta do it again. But when you get to the end, I found that when I step back, I was like, ooh, that part's overlapping a little bit. If you live in an old home like I do, your walls are not gonna be completely even. Do not get discouraged if your wallpaper seems lopsided or if there's little like gaps in between the wall and the paper. I just took an X-Acto knife and very slowly just literally like dragged the knife across, pulled the paper back, and it looks beautiful. I'm so excited. I've always wanted a banana leaf accent wall. I think it's like Pinterest just, you know, puked everywhere in my living room, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait until you guys see this completed office transformation. I'm hoping that video will be up next week, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any more episodes of my mini rental reno. And I really hope that this inspires you to install some of your own peel and stick wallpaper at home. See you next time.